Welcome to Numbers Simplified. In this channel, we seek to simplify and solve numerical problems. Today, we'll be looking at the quadratic and linear simultaneous equations. This is part 6. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of our future uploads on the quadratic series or any other topic. And I encourage you to check out all of the prior videos to this one, from part 1 to part 4, all on Numbers Simplified, or in short, check out the quadratics list. Now, let's move on in today's business. In general, if you have two equations, the first one being y is equals to ax squared plus bx plus c, we label this one equation 1, which is the quadratic equation, and y is equals to dx plus e, and labeling this one equation 2, which is a linear equation, where of course our a, b, c, d, and e are elements of real numbers. Solving such a situation, we can actually make use of the following steps. 1. Solving equation 1 and 2, equate y is equal to y, that is the quadratic being equal to the linear equation. 2. Group the like terms, so moving all the terms to one side so that we have ax squared plus bx minus dx plus c minus e is equals to 0, and factoring out the common terms. In this case, for the coefficient of x, we are going to have b minus d, and the other terms remain the same. 3. Solve the quadratic equation that results. So we can see here we still have a quadratic equation, but a modified one. Then, of course, you can use the quadratic formula, the factorization method, or the completing the squares method. The choice is yours, but we covered all of these in our previous videos. Check out the quadratics list once again. Let's look at example 1. Solve the simultaneous equations 2x plus y is equals to 8 and x times y is equals to 8. Right, with this one over here, let's let y, the linear equation, 8 minus 2x be 1. That is our equation 1. And xy is equals to 8 being our equation 2, the quadratic one. We can now move on to substituting 1 into equation 2, so that where we had y, we just simply put 8 minus 2x from equation 1 into equation 2. So we expand the brackets or parentheses so that we have minus 2x squared plus 8x minus 8 is equals to 0, which is a quadratic equation. Now we move on to apply the factorization method. You can check it out in our previous videos. So focusing on the left hand side, we are going to find the factors of the product of minus 2 times minus 8, which sum up to positive 8, the b, for any quadratic equation, so that we have that substituted by 4x plus 4x, because we know that when you multiply 4 times 4, we get a 16, and we add them up together, we get a positive 8. Now, we move on to factorizing the first two terms and the last two terms. That is what we would get. Then, of course, factorizing further, we are going to have minus 2x plus 4 times x minus 2 being equal to 0. Now, with that, we are going to solve for the x, that is separating each set of brackets and equating it to 0, so that we have minus 2x plus 4 is equals to 0, or x minus 2 is equals to 0. Solving on both sides, we are going to have x is equals to 2 or x is equals to 2. In simple terms, we just express this as x is equals to 2 twice. Then from 1, substituting for x to get our y. So we recall from equation 1, we had the linear equation, and substituting for x, we get y is equals to 8 minus 2 times 2, so that we get y is equals to 4. Let's move on to example 2. Solve the simultaneous equations 2x plus 3y plus 19 is equals to 0 and 2x squared plus 3y is equals to 5. So the first thing in the solution, rearranging 2x plus 3y plus 19 is equals to 0 and 2x squared plus 3y is equals to 5. We let 3y be equal to minus 2y minus 19 be equation 1. 3y is equal to minus 2x squared plus 5 be equation 2. In this situation, we can equate equation 1 and equation 2 since 3y is equal to 3y. In doing so, we are going to have minus 2x minus 19 is equal to minus 2x squared plus 5. And rearranging, we are going to come up with a quadratic equation, which is 2x squared minus 2x minus 24. And dividing throughout by 2, we're going to get x squared minus x minus 12 is equals to 0. Solving by the factorization method once again, we are going to have our equation in this particular manner. X minus 4 times x plus 3 is equals to 0. And separating those two factors, we are going to have x minus 4 is equals to 0 or x plus 3 is equals to 0, implying that our x is equals to 4 or our x is equals to minus 3. From equation 1, substituting for the values of x, we are going to get for x is equals to 4, our y is going to become minus 9. Then for x is equals to minus 3, our y becomes minus 13 over 3. So if you have made it thus far, I say congratulations to you. And I leave you with the following task. The line 7x plus 2y is equals to minus 20 intersect the curve x squared plus y squared plus 4x plus 6y minus 40 is equals to 0 at the points A and B. Find the length of the line AB. Remember to write your experiences and in the session, your preferred future topics, your questions, concerns, and suggestions in the comment section. These are always valuable to us. And once again, I encourage you to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of our future uploads. Thanks so much for watching Numbers Simplified. God loves you.